Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Interesting. Okay, so we have nope, not for you at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, with some chess. With some chess going on. Alright, let's see. We're going to do our 6-card spread, okay, where we do the collective energy, what's leaving, what's coming, something to look forward to, what's healing, and what's imperative for you to know for this week. Happy full moon if you are coming across this the day that I record it. Full moon, Scorpio, the flower moon. I'm loving it, okay? Because Scorpio is the death card, right? So this is like, you know, some serious, it's either, I feel like it's both things, right? Yeah, we have but God coming out here. It's a little bit of endings and a little bit of new beginnings, right? Okay. All right, let's dive in. Here we go. What's collective energy, please? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, is the collective energy? Co-create. All right, so you're creating something. You're manifesting something. Watch your thoughts. Yeah, I hate even saying that, but it's true. You know what I mean? But ultimately, we're constantly creating from our subconscious programming. So don't make yourself too crazy about that. All right? All right, what's leaving for the collective, please? What's leaving for the collective? What's leaving their energy? What's leaving their life? Message in a bottle. Okay. What's coming? What's coming towards the collective? What's coming towards the collective, please? Just got kind of slappy, didn't it? Breathe. Okay, that's good. Peace. Something to look forward to for the collective, please. A lot of blue energy, so throat chakra energy. Okay, we have flexible. I kind of wanted to flop out. We'll see. Is there anything else something to look forward to for the collective? Okay, ooh, a lot. Okay, so we have fork in the road, and we have yin energy. Ooh, okay, all right. We're going to take all that for something to look forward to. And what's healing for the collective? The fates. Your faith. Trusting. Allowing the process, releasing control. Okay, there's another like level of control that's being released. Okay, leaning further into the divine process and trusting that process. Yeah, releasing expectation here. Yeah, there's healing from this like orphaned and chaos and conflict energy, right? That would have had you step further into some sort of like control, right? To keep you safe. Okay? Yeah. Okay. What's imperative for the collective to know? Building blocks. You are very stable and secure. Okay? You stand on a very solid and firm foundation. There's something about being able to like look at the bigger picture or see a little bit down. There's like you know, seeing a little bit down the road here. Yeah, unfinished symphony. Something's not over. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now you know. Not really sure how you feel about it. Something in the way makes me feel like I can't live without you. I don't know if those are right words. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. Yeah, but right in the middle we have not for you. Nope. Nope, we are not going to play another chess game. We are not going to go round and round. Okay, there's something here, collective, where this week it might be like, you know, there could be a temptation to restart a whole nother cycle. I don't see you doing it. Okay? I don't see you abandoning your peace. I don't see you doing that. Okay? All right, let's go a little further. Shall we? Yes, we shall. All right, tell me on the collective energy. Tell me about this co-create. What are they co-creating? What is this collective energy they co-create? Yeah, we have ascending here. Yeah, okay. So with this ascending coming out, there's like a whole, like you guys have raised your vibration, your frequency. I actually picked up on this the other one day last week. And so there's like a whole another reality that's kind of like happening, forming. Okay, it's like that you're ascending to here, right? It's like this reality already exists, right? But it's being made, it's being dropped into your awareness here. Okay. Yeah. So things are, and yeah, that was love offer. So there may be some sort of new love offer that's coming here. Oh, yeah, there is. I don't know how to explain it other than like things are going to change very quickly. Okay, because you have ascended your frequency to like another level, right? And so because of that, right, universal law, um, all of the things, and maybe not all of the things, but you know, what you are, what matches your now frequency is being drawn into you here. Okay. All right. Tell me about this message in a bottle, please, on the what's leaving. What's leaving the collective? Message in a bottle. What's leaving? Okay, so some of you could be concerned about hearing from a soulmate here. Okay, because we have concern with soulmate, or it could just be in general, right? Like, you know, some of you could have had a lot of focus on like who's my person, right? Whether it was intentional or not, or like maybe there's, I don't know, but it feels like, yeah, because there could have been some sort of confusion. But I feel like you're just like over it. You know what I mean? Like you're like, yeah, we have surprise. Oh, excuse me. What is this concern here on the message in a bottle with what's leaving? Okay, well, I like this, that there's been some sort of, there's evil eye about some sort of achievement here that's leaving, right? Wanting something to end for you, that's also leaving. Some sort of concerns here, okay, are leaving as well. Yeah, something that you could have been thinking quite a bit about, maybe even obsessing about here. But there's some sort of balance in your chakras. Okay. There may be a soulmate, okay, that's leaving, okay, but this would be, it's just somebody that was meant to come in and come out, you know, and leave again here, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, right? Somebody may pass away, okay? If they were doing some sort of evil eye on some sort of achievement, I feel like it seems pretty intense, but maybe they were doing some pretty intense work. I'm not sure. All right, tell me about this, what's coming with this breathe energy. What's coming with the breathe for the collective, please? Interesting. So we have this bondage with this karmic masculine. This thief is one to come out here with this sweetheart and this false narrative. Actual money at the bottom of the deck. On the what's coming, huh? Oh, imprisonment. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so there's an energy where what's coming for you is this breathe energy, but what's coming for maybe somebody else that could have been doing that, kind of evil eye, right? They're going to find themselves bound in their own, karmic energy here, okay? There's also some sort of like false narrative, okay, that could have been made about you that's leaving as well. There's also too somebody that's coming to tell you some sort of truth about some sort of false narrative. Okay. So something to look forward to with this fork in the road, this yin energy, which is feminine energy, and this flexible. This makes me feel like, the flexible makes me feel like there may be a lot kind of going on here, okay? There may be a lot that a lot to look forward to coming, okay, to where this flexible energy is like you may have a very busy schedule and you may be like kind of, managing things that way, but also too something to look forward to, fork in the road. There's a decision here, okay? But there's also this feminine energy that I feel like is the most exciting point of being. It's like there's something about whether it's either you tapping into further into your feminine energy, or this is like an actual, if you're a masculine energy, or however it goes, like an actual feminine energy that is coming towards you here. Okay. Tell me more about this. Something to look forward to. Oh yeah, we got somebody that's a little jealous here. Okay. Because basically you turned your pain into purpose is what happened. Okay. Yeah, how does that make them look is what I just heard. Well, I don't know. Okay, tell me on this, something to look forward to, flexible, yin, and fork in the road for the collective. Something to look forward to, flexible, yin, and fork in the road. Interesting. Travel, chakras. Yeah, whoever this is going through some sort of destruction here. It feels like this is somebody who's like, losing things while you're attracting a lot of options or something like that. There's been some sort of like judgment here. Yeah, this entity attachment keeps popping up here. Bliss. Something to look forward to is that this flying monkey energy is I hate to even say it, but they're going through some sort of destruction on their own. And so whatever this energy that they could have been like kind of, with this, because we have this evil eye over here, right? With this jealousy and this envy, it's like something to look forward to is like you kind of breaking free from whatever this person, could have been, projecting towards you or sending towards you. And it's not to say that you were necessarily like not free, right, or restricted by it, but it maybe there's like this, it could have been very heavy, or it could have been, it's like with this flexible, it's like, oh man, now I can like, kind of move around, right? Like, this person had stiff energy, you know what I mean? Like and you're able to tap further into this like feminine energy, and I feel like there's doors that are opening up or things like that here, okay, with this energy kind of being released. Yeah. It's like somebody is experiencing some of the things that they may have wished for you, and so now they're in their own like emotional pain here, and so they're not maybe thinking about you as much, or you know what I mean, focused on you as much, or something like that. And I feel like you're like ascending out of this person's like reality. You know what I mean? Like, something like that here, okay? Which is going to bring you a lot of peace. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, somebody's having some sort of health concern here. Okay, somebody may find out about some sort of health concern or something like that. Okay. Okay. That may actually like keep them stuck somewhere. I'm not sure exactly how, but yeah. All right. So tell me about this. What's healing with the fates, please, for the collective. The fates with what's healing. Yeah, we have this obsession. That's kind of definitely, like I said, releasing some sort of control, right? Releasing some sort of this could also be like releasing some sort of maybe there is some sort of past situation, right? That you were still kind of, maybe not obsessing about, right? But mad about. Yeah, exactly. You're healing from that. Okay. A situation from the past that you could have been mad about. This is definitely healing. All right. And it's like you're leaning when it comes to that. And it could be many different things here. Okay. But when it comes to that, it's like, I'm kind of picking up on the energy of understanding, like, whatever the situation was that maybe you were previously mad about, you're kind of looking at it as like, okay, actually, thank you, right? Because you're seeing through the veil on something. The divine is helping you see through the veil about something, maybe about a community or about this, could have been like a third party situation here, or it could have been, the fact that somebody was maybe doing some sort of evil eye or sending some sort of voodoo or jealous or something like that, right? You're healing from the animosity that you may have, that may be a part of an old programming or an old paradigm, right? But it's because you're seeing, through the veil here about maybe, the situation, and yeah, releasing control here when it comes to this as well. But it's helping you to lean further into trusting the divine timing, divine order, fate, destiny, what's written in the stars, right? Just releasing control and allowing, life to flow here, okay? But it's definitely tied into some sort of like animosity or anger or pain or something that you could have held towards an energy, and it could have been just even subconsciously, right? For, again, something that happened in the past, or, again, it's kind of like with this obsession, I'm really kind of getting this energy of like, resistance, or like kind of like if you're manifesting something, it's almost like this energy, like this obsession of like, when is it going to create, when is it going to, and it's like allowing divine timing, right? Things like that, right? Yeah, so okay. All right, now tell me what's imperative for the collective to know with these building blocks. What's imperative for the collective to know, please? Yeah, we have message, we have high honor, we have actual money, we have enamor. Yeah, like I said, if there was any, we have karma here, and we have divinity and protection. Okay, so it's imperative for you to know that you are held in very high honor, okay? That the divine is just, it adores you, okay? And is so in love with you, okay? And yeah, now there's also an energy too. It's imperative for you to know that you may be getting like a message from somebody here, okay? Um, I don't know. They may be going through some sort of karma. But anyways, there's actual money here, right? There's divinity, protection, like, yeah, there's something, yeah, moving on, change. So a lot of you, it's just imperative for you to know that you're safe. You're good, right? You're on a solid foundation. Things may look a little, however at this time, but I really feel like, there's definitely some sort of, it's like, this karma card, right? See how like, and we have this ascending over here. This is your energy, right? It's like you were kind of maybe under the rain, right? Or something like that. And it's like you're ascending here to like the sun area here is what it kind of feels like, with divinity and protection. This definitely feels very tied into the Patreon I just did. So I think I'll put a link of that in the description box, right? Like almost like Patreon is kind of like an extended, but it's weird because I did Patreon first. So it's like, but it does. It feels like this is very much kind of something that's tied in here. Okay, so yeah. There's an energy that's that I feel like somebody was trying to project onto you that could have been like a lustful energy here. There's being some sort of judgment that's being made that's saying like, no, that's actually this person's energy, right? Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of you, this is like a situation, you're coming out of a situation where it feels like you had to just kind of like sit there and take the abuse. You know what I mean? But it feels like, because see, okay, so we have this legal with this endings, right? It honestly feels like there's, and I picked up on this in the Patreon, right? That's kind of where I feel like this is coming through. Some sort of like legal judgment, right? Somebody who's like legally suing you. You know what I mean? Like, or spiritually suing you. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. So I guess maybe could have been something legal that's coming to an end for somebody here. Okay. Um, hold on. But it's like this person was accusing you of having like a certain energy, right? They were accusing somebody who has a very high level of self-love here of having some very lustful energy, okay? Um, and it's like I feel like it was trying to confuse you here, right? Because we have this Ice Queen, and Ice Queen could be very significant here, um, with this chakras, the ancestors, right? But it's like you trusted your balance, you trusted your ancestors, you trusted your gifts here, okay? Trusted your gift, right? And you stood here and took this abuse, okay? Whatever this was, right? During this like spiritual judgment, I feel like somebody, spiritually went through some sort of spiritual judgment. They put you through this, okay? Um, and so you just had to sit there and kind of take it, right? But because you trusted your balance, you trusted your gifts, you trusted your ancestors. Now there's like this, you're coming out on this work, labor, and efforts on the other side, okay? Yeah. Watch out though, because somebody who may have been on the other end of this, right, sending the evil eye or doing whatever, or jealous, or just like the naysayer or something like that, they may be wanting to come give you some sort of offer because this judgment's over, right? Because the judgment has been made that, like, you know, uh, You aren't in this lustful energy, right? You aren't what whoever somebody was accusing you of something, or projecting something onto you, or trying to, you know what I mean? They were, and so, and you're like, no, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, a lot of you have like leveled up your energy here, okay? And they're awakening to that because this judgment is over. Yeah. So, okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to the Patreon below if you're interested in like going further, because I talked more about what they were, what the spiritual case was for, or whatever, and the wounding and the healing. I don't know. There's a lot more to it over there. But anyways, I'll leave it here. It sounds like a fantastic week. Okay, reminder: you are safe. Okay, and I love you very much.